We're live.
We're live for
It's
the
the last
last
one.
time.
We're so
There's-
sad. We weren't expecting to be sad, but Jax and I got on 2 minutes ago and we were like, oh.
Sad.
Me.
Wah,
It is crazy though that these videos have seen us through the entire COVID crisis.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty insane because we started this once New York went into lockdown.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah. The full stats are in this video, but I think it's something like we've been with you for 15 weeks, and we've had about 15,000 views in that time. So thank you to everyone who has joined us.
That's not bad. Good
If
job.
I knew those numbers, I would have actually like put effort into my appearance every morning.
I would have I would have gotten up not 5 minutes before we pressed the go live.
I would have bought an Ethernet cable.
There's so many things.
Too soon.
Well, during the next apocalypse, we know what we need to do.
Live and learn.
Learn.
But we're so thankful for you. We're so thankful to everyone who has joined us, and even everyone who has not joined us but been like sent us messages like, I haven't woken up at 9 a.m., but seeing you every day has encouraged me to work out too every day. So we're really thankful for you too. Seriously, like the only goal with this was to bring some sort of sense of what's the word I'm looking for? Normalcy and structure, reason to get up in the morning. So
to just keep on going.
Yeah. So if
it's not school.
Yeah. Reason to put your phone down for 45 minutes every day.
Put your phone down for 45 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. We're so thankful. Jax, do you want to say a little bit about like what you're up to, like with Arte Violenta, in case people want to come to you or anything like that?
For sure. So for those of you that don't know, Arte Violenta is my stage combat company where myself and my partner, David Dean Hastings, we teach stage combat. We were in the midst of running a class, an unarmed class, when all of this hit, so we had to postpone that class. And while we're not looking to fully teach online, like I know there's a lot of Zoom stage combat classes out there, we're not looking to completely do that, but we are looking into creative ways to keep people's stage combat education going. And we're trying out a few things. So if you're interested in that, we're doing a lot of private one-on-one sessions. We're doing we've got a couple projects in mind that will be training based, but they're not going to be a traditional stage combat training. It's going to be a lot more like looking at your own technique and your own self and what you want to get out of it, and history and culture. We're going to be looking at a lot of different, fighting through a lot of different cultures. So if that's something that you're interested in, send me a message, and you can hit me up at Arte Violenta or send Hustling Creative a message. We're very interlocked, and we will get that going.
100%. I think this has been the first thing that has been like totally 50-50 between our companies. But we work like really really interchangeably. What we're up to with the Hustling Creative, if you are interested in working with us a little bit more, we're a professional services company for artists. So we're doing, what that means in times of normalcy is like consultations for organizations in spaces like accessibility and consent and that sort of thing, educational workshops. But right now, during COVID, during all of this political and social unrest and upheaval and rebuilding, we're just doing whatever needs to be done. And so right now, that means for a lot of people, we are working with one-on-one individual clients on rebranding. So I'm doing a lot of design work. If you need a new logo or a new website or anything like that, that's what we're doing. And also doing business consultations. I know that a lot of artists are using this time to find more autonomy over their creativity. And so if that's what you're doing, then I do business strategy coaching as well. So yeah, but with Jax and I doing things like this online, we're still figuring out what that looks like moving forward. So if you want to help us shape what's coming up next, we're gonna have a little happy hour next week. So yeah, if you miss us next week, then just send us a private message. We'll be messaging those of you who have been with us since the beginning.
Those of you that we know about.
Yeah, that we know about. So if you have not been commenting or sharing, then we don't know about you. So send us a message.
Who even are you? The best present that I could get is my favorite thing is when people comment. So my best goodbye present could be people who comment on this. And I'm gonna feel really silly if I go out on a limb and I say this and nobody comments, but that's okay. I'll own that. Just let us know you're here with us.
Yeah.
Even if you like log on, you're like, hi, and then you go away. It's cool. We don't judge you.
We don't know your life.
That would be my very best present. Just comment. Say hi. Let us know if you've enjoyed it.
Yes.
Let us know who we are. Or just say hi. Or just say shut up.
I think people might be saying shut up right now because it's been 7 minutes and we've just been
let's do it. Let's get it. Today is breathing and yoga and all that day, but we are gonna get our bodies moving a little bit. So get up. And let's do the thing. Fingers as usual.
All right. I'm so sad.
What?
I said I'm so sad.
I know.
Because to be honest, Jax, like I don't think I've talked to a single human in quarantine more than I've talked to you.
Yeah, no, I mean, aside from like the kids and my fiance.
I don't even know if I've talked to the humans I'm quarantined with as much as I've talked to you.
I mean, I guess that's fair. When you take like just flat time out of the day, except for the kids. I'm constantly talking to the kids, but it's usually like, do this, do that, take that out of your mouth. Oh my God, what is that smell?
Oh man, my shoulders
hurt so bad.
Everything hurts.
Oh God. Oh. I thought this was gonna be like a relaxing warm up. No, my arms hurt.
Yeah. So as always, we're spending today doing some stretching and some breathing and basically just
stretch this shit.
Checking in with our bodies. Just seeing how what we're going through is manifesting in our bodies. So that's what we're up to today. So no need to feel like you're getting yourself rubbed up. No need to find a stored or a stored replacement. A substitute sword. I don't know.
No substitute swords today.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pulse just a little bit here just to make sure I'm keeping my body moving. And to the side. Really stretching this part of my body out. It is also sore.
Yeah. Yeah, especially because we're sore and especially because it's the morning. Make sure you engage your obliques on this lift up. Otherwise, you could pull something and that'd be bad.
It's bad. Oh, I'll go the other way.
I am so glad.
When I go to the front, I'm really making sure I'm opening my hips up. That feels really good when I hit that front, especially. Bam. Yeah.
I'm so glad we actually have internet today.
Oh my God, I want to apologize.
Yeah, yesterday it was a technology shit show, so we are deeply sorry.
It was nothing but a disaster. It was our first and only disastrous kicking Coron ass, which out of 15 weeks, that's pretty good.
Yeah, 15 weeks and like 74 individual classes that are 45 minutes each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 74?
Something like that, yeah.
Like, damn it, why didn't we just go to 100?
No. Please no.
No.
No. Because, okay, so since
Walk them out.
that would be like 5 more weeks of this.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of weeks.
It's a lot of weeks. Not today, Satan.
Not today, Satan. Great, I'm gonna lower myself down and reach down towards the ground. I'm not thinking about stretching so much as I'm just letting the weight of my upper body pull me down. And I'm just gonna give myself a little bounce because it feels good.
For me personally, I cannot go straight into hamstring stretches without like warming up a ton. So I'm slightly bent here. If anyone is there with me,
great.
Do that as well.
Yeah. Go over to your right leg. And just a little, like, we're just kind of moving around just to find a movement that feels good, that is waking up our muscles. Again, it's not about the flexibility. It's not about touching your feet. It's just about waking up these muscles and saying good morning.
Good morning.
Go to the other leg. My butt is sore. My casual butt is sore today. I'm going to bend my knees, bring my hands down on my thighs. I'm pressing my thighs outward, and I'm just going to rock back and forth a bit. Again, I'm just going to find a movement or a place that just feels nice, and I'm going to settle in there for a minute.
Ooh, it's windy over there.
It feels really nice. Hands on my thighs, pressing my right shoulder. It feels really, the wind feels so good.
Yeah, it sounds super
nice. It's actually just a gentle breeze. It's just probably really loud in the mic. And switch. Oh, I hope I get a chipmunk friend again today.
Chipmunk friend.
And we'll just do like a mini roll up. Just roll up softly. Great, I'm going to shake out my body, see if I have any more tightness. Again, we're not going to like get down and dirty today, so I don't need to like really warm up. I just want to make sure my body is loose and relaxed and ready to do some weird stuff. Yeah, like a typical Friday.
Casual Friday.
Am I right?
Casual butts.
Casual butts for a casual Friday. What? All right. Alex, what you got for us?
You want to start us off with some breathing? Or
oh, yeah, I do. I forgot. That'd be great.
Cool.
So I'm going to move my camera angle. I'm just going to sit on the ground. And I'm going to sit crisscross applesauce because that's what's most comfortable for me. If you want to feet together, whatever, if you want to do yoga style, put your legs on top of each other, whatever you want to do. I'm going to put my hands and my arms, I'm going to let them relax onto my knees, and they're really just hanging out. I'm going to try to make an effort to keep my palms up. That's one of those little things that you can do to trick your brain into being happy and also make yourself look more approachable. And I say that like because I've learned in working in sales, palms out, half smile on your face will trick your brain into being happy. It'll also make people feel that you are happy. Not that it matters what other people think, but if you're working in sales ever, if any of us are ever working in sales again, that's a little trick from me to you. So palms up, half smile on your face. Just take the corners of your mouth and just let them float upwards a little bit. And we're just going to breathe for a second, just normally. And I invite you to just take a notice of where your breath is. Where is your breath hanging out this morning? Is it in your chest? Is it lower? Is it up in your throat? You don't have to change it. There's nothing wrong with it. Let it be wherever it is. But just notice where it is. Great. So what I want to do is something that I do a lot on Fridays is talk about box breathing. And I keep bringing box breathing up because I think it's a really great tool to have, especially in our world right now where there is still a lot of uncertainty and a lot of anxiety, and there's just a lot going on. So when you feel that you're starting to lose a little bit of control, if you're starting to feel a little too anxious and you need to bring yourself back to yourself, right? If you want to get centered a little bit more, if you want to take time to take a step back, box breathing is something that I found to be hugely effective for me. And what it is some people will call it tactical breathing. I've heard it referred to as bear breathing, working with some kids. But it doesn't matter what it is. So what it is we're basically making a box with our breath, right? We can choose a number, any number. I'm going to go with 4. If you need to take that down to 2 or 3, or if you feel you want to bring that up to an 8, that's up to you. You choose your own number. The number doesn't matter. But what we're going to do with it is we're going to take a breath in for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to hold for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll repeat. And if you notice, I'm tracing the shape of a box with my finger. So we're breathing in a box pattern. Yeah? So we're just going to take a few moments and just do that together. I'll trace with my finger for a few times and count it out. So settle in and palms up, half smile. Let's breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. I'm going to keep tracing the box, but not counting. One more time. In. Hold. Out. And hold. Great. Something else that I like to do that will help me focus on this box breathing is I will, if you think about breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, if you need some kind of visual to help you, which sometimes I do to help me remember, think about smelling the flowers and then blowing out the birthday candles. Smelling the flowers, blowing out the birthday candles. These are just a couple of things that, again, they work for me. They may or may not work for you, but I give them to you. Neither of them are anything that I invented. They're things I've learned from other people, including my therapist, who's wonderful. If you feel that you need some extra support, there are people that you absolutely reach out to people. There are hotlines if you need more support. This is no way taking the place of like an emergency. This is just if you're having a rough day, if things are getting a little too much, to help you bring yourself back to yourself. So I give that to you.
Nice. Yeah, I thought it would be really nice to start with boxing because it really slows things down. And I think that's particularly because, especially if you're an advocate or trying to be an ally to the Black Lives Matter movement, or you're supporting people who are affected by coronavirus, it feels very selfish to take this time for ourselves. But both literally and metaphorically, if we are not in touch with our breath, we can't raise our voice, y'all. So I just thought that it would be Yeah, I just want to encourage us to take this time for ourselves. So we're going to do a little bit more stretching, a little bit more yoga, and then we're going to come back to our breath to finish up. So let's come to standing. Let's come to the top of our mat. And here, I'm going to stand for a little while, and I just want to work on bringing that openness that we found with Jax in our posture. I want to work on bringing that to our standing position. So let's work our way up from our toes. Let's wiggle our toes and just make sure that I like to think of like trying to make space between my toes because I'm trying to just flatten my what are my words? Like flatten my feet against the ground so that I can extend deeper and I can distribute the weight of my body over my feet. So starting with my feet, I'm trying to just take up space and just make myself comfortable with taking up space, which is not something that we're at all times encouraged to do. So let's bring that same image of smelling something really nice, whether it's flowers or a scented candle, inhaling and then exhaling, blowing out a candle. And with each exhale, I'm thinking of roots planting deeper and deeper into the ground through my feet. So as I'm making myself bigger, I'm also making myself deeper. Now let's bring our focus up from our feet to our calves. Just notice how much they're engaging or not. And now let's be mindful of our knees. You can bend them or do whatever feels comfortable just to try to evenly distribute the weight. We don't want to lock our knees. And now let's bring our awareness to our thighs and our butt. For me, it really helps just to give a little tap. Suzanne Richard was with us for a little while a few weeks back, and she brought cupping to our practice, and that feels really good on my butt, especially, and my thighs, just to get that looser. And exhale, blow out that candle. Good. Now let's bring our awareness to our hips. And as we're thinking of expanding our roots down into the ground with every exhale, I'm also thinking about expanding my hips outward, taking up that space. Not because it's right or it's wrong to be small, to be big. Take up that space that I can. Now let's bring that awareness to our abs. Expanding on that inhale and coming together like the bellows of an accordion on that exhale. Good, let's bring that to our ribs. That expansion on the inhale. And exhale. Bring it in like an accordion. And now let's bring our awareness to our spine. And so on the exhale, I'm actually thinking of lengthening my spine, lengthening up this way, both driving down, letting gravity drive my spine down into my tailbone, but also expanding and taking up space all the way up to my neck. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's bring our awareness to our chest and our shoulders. Just be mindful of where they're resting, whether you're guarding yourself, whether you're trying to get yourself upright, whether you're trying really hard to stay strong and sturdy and firm. A lot of what we project kind of lives in this chest and this shoulder and upper back area. I'd encourage you just to stop projecting for a little while, stop projecting an image of whatever it is, because this time is for you. No one can see you. You can put your guard up later. You can put your armor up later. It's not going anywhere. Inhale. Exhale. On this next inhale and exhale, I want to think about loosening my throat, whatever that means to you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm wiggling my head in a figure 8 on this axis, just to loosen that up and to get the oxygen flowing to my head a little better. Inhale. Exhale. And now on top of that, add the layer of that half smile that Jax talked about. So a posture that's relaxed and open in your face, whatever that means to you. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now close your eyes, and we have worked our way from our toes all the way up to our head in this standing position. So just take a few inhales and exhales at your own pace. If you want to reintroduce box breathing, go ahead and do that. But just be mindful of how your body is different than it was a few minutes ago. At your own pace, I'm just going to check the time. Excellent. A couple more. Good. Now on your next inhale, bring your arms up to the sky and clasp them above your head. Inhale. If it feels nice to you, just take a little bend back. Inhale up. Exhale back if you'd like. Inhale up. And now exhale to one side. Inhale up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale up. And I'm releasing my hands and swan diving down. Collapsing. This feels really nice. If you have a braid like I do, or a ponytail or a bun, just grab that and encourage your head down. Let gravity do its work in helping to release your neck. This feels super nice for me. Good. I'm checking in with my feet here, seeing how I'm distributing my weight. Releasing my hair and inhaling up to a flat back. Exhale. Inhale the flowers. Blow out the candle. One more time. Inhale. And on this exhale, I'm planting my palms on the floor right in front of my feet, and I'm stepping or hopping back into a plank. Now I want to bring this rooted feeling into my body in whatever posture. So right here, I'm taking a look at my palms, and I'm making sure that my weight is evenly distributed all across my hands, protecting my wrists, and strengthening that bond I have with the floor, that root. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, release your throat. Try to inhale silently. Exhale. Inhale one more time. And exhale, I'm pushing up into either upward dog or cobra, whatever feels good for you. Here, I'm rocking back and forth, releasing my hips. I'm also making sure that I'm not crunching in my shoulders. I'm staying nice and tall. But even though I'm staying tall and using my muscles to keep myself upright, I'm not projecting anything that isn't there. I'm not projecting any strength that I don't feel. Look up if you'd like. Open your mouth slightly. Inhale. And exhale. Down. And push up into downward dog. And here, I'm just walking my feet out a little bit. Inhaling silently. Exhaling purposefully. Good. Now, if it feels good for you, you can float one of your feet up to the sky. And you can rotate your hip and bring that foot to the other side as much as you'd like for a stretch in your abdomen. If you want, you can even bring your foot down onto the ground and flip. Good. Inhale. Exhale. We can breathe and do hard things. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On my next inhale, I'm flipping back over. And exhale, I'm threading the foot that's up in the sky to be parallel with my palms. Good. I'm squaring my hips. And if you'd like here, you can collapse onto the ground, onto your forearms, or all the way down onto your hands. And I'm breathing here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, I'm coming up onto my hands. And exhale, I'm reaching for my other foot. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it in whatever way feels good for you. Inhale. Exhale, I'm releasing my leg. I'm coming back to center. Inhale. Exhale, I'm bringing my other foot back into downward dog again. All right, we have 2 feet, so let's do the other side. I floated my right foot up into the sky last time, so this time I'm raising my left foot. I'm rotating slowly, bringing my left foot onto my right side. And finally collapsing back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, I'm bringing that foot back up, my other palm back on the floor. And exhale, I'm bringing it down parallel to my hands. And here I can collapse down as much as I'd like. Silent inhale, purposeful exhale. Good. My hips aren't perfectly flexible, but I am working to try to get them onto the floor. If you have like some kind of box or something, this would be the time to use it if you need more support down there. And I'm reaching back with my left hand to grab my right foot. Inhale. And exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, push back into downward dog. I'm working to get my heels on the floor. Inhale. And exhale, come onto your knees into a tabletop. Inhale, take your right hand, bring it up into the sky. Exhale, put it through. And lean back in child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale silently. Exhale purposefully. Inhale. And exhale back into tabletop. Inhale up. Other hand. And exhale, thread through. Inhale it. Inhale silently. Exhale purposefully. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. And exhale back into a tabletop. Inhale, cat. Yep. Exhale, cow. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Good. So for this last part, if you'd like, you can either come back into child's pose again, you can lie down, you can sit, whatever's comfortable for you. I'm gonna sit. But I'm gonna sit, not crossing. That feels good. So let's come back to our breath. And to counteract, or to counterbalance rather, the principle of box breathing, I also want to leave you with another breathing mechanism if that works better for you. So the way that I was taught to breathe as a classically trained singer is to breathe circularly. So the breath is always moving, whether I'm inhaling or exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now, when I say circularly, it's like an ocean wave. As soon as this was the metaphor that was used in my first voice lesson back when I was 10, is that if your breath is an ocean wave, there's no break, there's no pause between when the wave is rising, the crest, and the fall. There's no break. Inhale. As soon as the wave crests, exhale. There is value to pausing this, just like we did in box breathing. That's just not what we're doing right now, which is fine. Inhale. Exhale. Now, as the wave of our breath rises, we're lifting our soft palate. If you put your tongue back on the roof of your mouth, you'll feel a fleshy area. If you go further back in your mouth, that's your soft palate. And that palate is rising like a dome on the inhale. Oh, it should make you want to yawn. That's going to be your body's natural reaction if you lift your soft palate. Now, thinking about lifting your soft palate, I'm also thinking about lifting up in my cheeks, like I'm about to smile or I'm about to sneeze. Inhale. Exhale. So I'm bringing energy and breath and circulation into my zygomatic area. Inhale. Exhale. By sending breath into these different parts of my face, I'm increasing my resonance, so I'm decreasing the amount of work I have to put in to projecting my voice. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now on this next inhale and exhale, we're still keeping up with the ocean wave, but just encourage the space between your eyebrows and encourage your forehead to relax. Those are not things that are needed. That tension is not needed. Good. Now, if you're like me, you also have a lot of tension in your jaw. So right in front of your ears, you'll feel this little notch that you can open and close. If you have TMJ, you know what this is. On the inhale, when I'm lifting up in my soft palate and my zygomatic arch, or in my mouth and in my cheeks, I'm also thinking about creating this little hole, this little notch in front of my ear. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. If that's enough things to focus on, then stay there. But if not, just I'm taking my fingers and I'm just pulsing along my jawline, giving myself a little massage to encourage my jaw to release. For me, that's where I keep a lot of tension. For me, that's the Keira Knightley jaw, which is not necessary. Good. And now this pulsing, I'm going to bring it down to my neck. I'm going to give myself a little massage where my neck meets my shoulder. Still inhaling and exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. I'm just pulsing my fingers wherever it feels good, wherever I need some encouragement to let go. Inhale. Exhale. On this next inhale, think of releasing your throat. Releasing it down into your body and not pushing it down, just letting gravity open your throat. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And just breathe normally. And notice how your breath or your body is different. On this next inhale, I'm going to touch the fleshy part between my collarbone, right at the base of my throat. For me, this is the most vulnerable and sensitive part of my body. I remember I was in an Alexander Technique class, and the first time the technician touched me here, I just burst into tears and I had no idea why. But I know now that that's because when I touch this part of my body, it reminds me that no matter how much I work on my body, whether it's during kick and Coronas or during any other kind of workout, during dance, stage combat, singing, those are things you can do with your body, but what you do is not who you are. And the value of your body and your value doesn't depend on the things you do. Your body is valuable because it exists. And that's what touching this part of my body reminds me. So if you're at a protest and you're feeling overwhelmed, or you're in a screen war with someone on social media, or you're going back to work after COVID and you're just feeling scared, if you just touch this part, then hopefully it'll be that reminder for you. So that's what I'd like to leave you with today. One more inhale, arms lift up, and exhale. Namaste, kicking Coronas.
Namaste.
We've had so much fun with you. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you so much. We'll see those of you who would like to join us next week for our little post Kicking Coronas happy hour. This is not the last you'll be seeing of us on the internet, just the last in this medium. So yeah, we love you. Stay safe, stay sane, and yeah, we're here for you. So shoot us a DM if you want to stay in touch with any of the things that we talked about today. Any donations you would have left to this workout, please donate to blacklivesmatter.com. Not only for this workout, but anything you would have donated for these past 15 weeks you've spent with us. We really appreciate you. Yeah.
Bye, everybody. I love you.
Bye.
Bye.